Hello everyone and welcome back to another Let's Play. So lads, this time round we are going to be doing Crash Bandicoot 1 on the N.Sane Trilogy. It's been a couple of days now since I've finished my Crash Team Racing walkthrough, 100% slash 101% walkthrough. So, and I said to you guys, I was undecided what game I was going to do next, whether it's Resident Evil, another Crash Bandicoot game, or a totally new game. But I thought, you know what, I've done one Crash game now, so why not? I'll just do another Crash game. I'll do Crash Bandicoot 1, and then maybe see what we do from there. But yeah, there's Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 and 3 in the N.Sane Trilogy. So I hope you enjoy this Let's Play, guys. So we're going to head things off with our first cutscene of the game.
But Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
So yeah, we just had a cutscene right there. That's the intro of the game there. So pretty much with Crash Bandicoot 1, this is where it all started. With the franchise back in 1996. That's when Crash Bandicoot first came out. Very long time ago now, I know. But yeah, the gist of the story is you got a character called Dr. Cortex and his apprentice, shall we say, Embryo, who are like creating and experimenting on animals, and basically what they wanted was creating generals for his army. Cortex was, and Crash was like going to be his head of his head general of his army. But as you can see there, his plans didn't go to plan, and it was like a failure. So Crash was like a failed experiment. What went on, and basically Cortex wanted to try and capture him there, but lucky enough, Crash escapes through the window. But the only problem with that was he actually left his girlfriend, Tawna Bandicoot, there, which you seen right at the end there, what was fighting back. And basically Cortex wants to try and experiment on her now, since Crash is gone. So it's our job as Crash. We want to try and go through, battle our way all the way through the levels again, and fight Cortex and save Tawna, our girlfriend, once again. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, basically the gist of the level is there. It's a bit different from the original Crash Bandicoot game. What it was, I mean, the old Crash Bandicoot game on the PS1, you just had to basically get gems throughout the game. There was no crystals yet. That comes in Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. So it's just gems in Crash Bandicoot 1. It was a bit harder as well back in the day. Everyone who played the original Crash Bandicoot knows what I'm talking about, how difficult the original Crash was. So in order to basically get a gem on the game, with Crash Bandicoot 1 anyway, you had to get all of the boxes, not including the bonus stages, just all of the boxes in the level without dying. Yeah, I know. Very challenging, very challenging. So the people who did actually 100% the original Crash Bandicoot game definitely got some skill. and a lot of patience. I was one of them back in the day. But even for me, Crash Bandicoot was a difficult game to 100%, especially in the later levels like Slippery Climb and Toxic Waste, I think it was. And the Icy Bridge level, which we'll be coming through eventually when we get round to it. So as you can imagine, it starts off pretty easy, the levels do. The first world aren't too bad, but the second world, and especially the last area, the third world, the third area, the levels do start stepping up in difficulty. And Sunset Vista, that's the level it rings a bell. That's a really long level, and it's pretty difficult. But definitely Slippery Climb is definitely one of the hardest ones to do. That's going to be a lot of fun to do for me to do again. So yeah, I mean, like with the original Crash Bandicoot, as I was saying, there is quite a few upgrades they've done with the N.Sane Trilogy. Apart from obviously the graphics are a lot better, the animation's a lot smoother. Also the bonus stages. I mean, you don't have to like do the whole level in one life anymore. You do have checkpoints. Your boxes do get saved. It also tells you how many boxes you actually gotten through the level. You didn't have that in the original game until Crash Bandicoot Warps. That was the case. So yeah, we're kind of lucky there that they've done all that. I'm glad they've improved some of them things there. They've also as well got rid of what was back on the PS1 days. The only way you could actually save the game was actually going through a bonus level, what you just seen there, where you just seen Torna right at the end there. So you basically do a bonus level, go through all of that, and then you have to complete it without dying. You only get one chance at it in order to basically save your game. Which was really challenging, because if you failed that bonus stage there and you didn't save the game since, like, I don't know, about 6 levels ago, if you ever got a game over, or if you had to go or whatever, basically your game will be reset till that last point when you last saved with the last bonus stage you've done, which was really a big headache, even for me. Oh, the amount of nightmares I used to have when I was a kid playing this. And I couldn't save it, especially if I got like a game over on the later levels. That's when you normally got a game over, which is the later levels, which really was infuriating. So that was really frustrating to get past. But thankfully, with the N.Sane Trilogy, they fixed all that now, so you can actually save anywhere now. There's also auto-save features on every single level you do. So that ain't too bad. And also you can save manually if you choose, if you want to. So as soon as you beat the level, you press square, L2, save your game, and you can save anywhere you want. So there's less pressure now than compared to the original Crash Bandicoot 1. Also as well, I mean, the graphics, the saving points. Also as well, like I say, they've added a new thing now as well, which weren't in the original Crash Bandicoot game, or Crash Bandicoot 2, which you see me just doing now, was the relic races. I mean, relics in the levels. Still got CTR on my mind, guys. You have to forgive me there. Yeah, so basically the relics are in the game. None of them for Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. None of them, they didn't exist relics back then, so all of that's brand new, what's added. And what I've decided to do, while I'm playing through the game, what I'll do is I'll beat a level and then I'll go back to it and then I'll try and get the relic on it. And so far at the moment, I've gotten all platinums so far. I don't know whether I'm going to go for all platinums in the game, because this is a very difficult game to get all platinums. I know I did get them in CTR, but I'm more of a racer than a platformer, platinum type of person. But I'm gonna give it my best shot anyway. So if I do get all the platinums, guys, well, be sure to give us a like, because it's put I'm gonna put so much work in to get these platinums for you. I mean, when I first played it, I was only getting like I did get quite a few platinums, but it was a lot of patience to do. But I did end up giving up on some of them. I just stuck with gold, and that was it. Yeah, but I'm gonna try, because now I'm doing it for you guys now, and I'm gonna be doing some recording of this. I'm gonna try and go for all the platinums and keep that momentum going. What I did with CTR, seeing as I got all platinums on that game, you know, I'm gonna try and get all platinums on the this Crash Bandicoot 1 game as well. You know what I mean? One thing I will say about this game, Crash Bandicoot 1, is definitely known. We can't get on some of the levels. We can't get all of the boxes in one run. Basically, what you'd have to do is basically a lot of backtracking in Crash Bandicoot 1. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go through the game, and when we go through the game and get all the boxes, we may actually get a coloured gem instead. And then when we get that coloured gem, we got to backtrack back into whatever level what was there, like the yellow gem what was there earlier, and come back and do that level, and we'll get the clear gem for that one. And that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, you'll see me do a lot of backtracking in this game. What we're going to do. Yeah, I mean, like from what it is, I mean, what I've done so far this one, the levels are pretty easy. Apart from probably the last level on the first area, that one's pretty challenging to do, and it's a bit longer than all of the levels so far what we've done. But you'll see that in a bit. So our next level, what we're going to be going on, haven't been talking about the levels too much at the moment. The first 3 levels really quite basic, not too much, not too difficult at all. We're going to our first boulder level here, Notorious. You know, boulder levels are a symbol of the Crash franchise, you know, Indiana Jones style. And Uncharted now, what I've ripped it off. Even though I say rip off, I mean, they are the ones who created Crash Bandicoot, Naughty Dog, so I mean, they're just using old elements from their past games. And I mean, it was, yeah, it's amazing, but it's definitely like they took from Indiana Jones right there. I will say about this N.Sane Trilogy though, I really do wish they added the retro music, just like they did with CTR. They give you an option to have the legacy music on, as they call it, instead of the remastered versions of them. Because, like for the example, like this boulder level, the music-wise, I don't know. I mean, the old one just sounds a lot more menacing than this one, as such. And I noticed that for a couple of levels. And same for Crash Bandicoot 2, had the same thing. Like, really, we should have had an option to have the original music. So we got our second gem. We managed to get all the boxes on the boulder level there. So it took us to 10% already. I think there's about 32 levels in the entire game. Yeah, I might be wrong there. I know there's a couple bonus levels what they've added and all to do, but we'll see if I do decide to do that one. It's basically like the bonus level what they've added. It's like another slippery climb level, which is one of the hardest levels in the game, but it's like a next level tier of that. Oh, yeah, that's all I need. Another nightmare level. I don't know. I'll see if I want to actually do that. I want to do it. I don't know yet. So yeah, we're going to be doing the relic challenge right now. We're going to see if we can get the platinum relic on this one. I will say though, with Crash Bandicoot 1, it is a lot of patience with this game. The levels are difficult, and especially later on, they do get longer and longer. So yeah, we're just gonna see what we do. 47 seconds. Was that platinum? Yes, it was. Lovely. So how many platinums have I got so far? 4 levels, 4 platinums. So basically, like each one's what they do say on the main menu. If you want to see the times for the platinum relics, I think if you press R1, it tells you the leaderboards and the requirements of each of the relic categories: sapphire, gold, etc. Now we're on upstream with our first water level as such. Really good music on this one, I will say. I still think the OG version of this one though does sound better. This is one of the cases of that. Graphics are absolutely beautiful on this game though. I will say they've done such a really good job. Just like CTR though, I really wish they'd done PS5 version of this. Really should have needed it. Just to get a bit more, slight bit more quality, probably a bit more smoother frame rate. Even though it's quite smooth anyway, it just helps out a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, like, really, that's how really the game starts anyway. Crash is like a failed experiment from Cortex, and yeah, it just goes from there. And you see there that Nitrous Brio is Cortex's apprentice, shall we say. But it's a different story in Crash Bandicoot 2 because Embryo actually goes against Cortex and basically helps us out with him fighting against him. Because I think that Cortex, like, I don't know what Cortex does now. I think he must betray him or something. But yeah, I think I remember hearing some like backstory about Embryo as well. That Embryo was always like second choice compared to Cortex. Cortex was always the clever one, and whatever experiments Embryo tries to do, he always came second all the time, and he envied Cortex in everything he done, and that's why I think he became his follower. So we've got our next relic now we're going to be doing then, upstream. This one took me a couple tries to do. You want to try and get to that log there for that one, I've noticed. If you want to get that platinum relic, it's vital. There's one thing about this Crash Bandicoot 1, there's literally no upgrades compared to like the Crash Bandicoot 2 and Crash Bandicoot 3. Crash 2, you've got the slide mechanism and you've got the slide and jump variation you can do. Which can give you a bit more leverage when you're jumping. But that's another way. Another reason why Crash Bandicoot 1 is difficult as well, because all you've got is a spin function and a jump function, nothing else. So there's no leverage you can get. I have no idea how people get like crazy platinum times on the levels. From what I've seen on the leaderboards here when I've gone through this, and I've had a quick look at the times what people have got. It's like, give you an example, like my one's 44 seconds there, like the world record's like 32 seconds or something. How the hell did they get 32 really? It's crazy, like the times are unbelievable. They're either like, they must be doing something crazy or something I don't know about. So our first boss we're coming up against, which is Papu Papu. A bit different from the original as well. All they've done basically is just extended his life. So he's got 2 more hits rather than what it was before. In the original, I think he had like 3 hits and that was it. But the way to kill him, really easy. All you have to do, wait till he slams his staff down and then jump on his head. Easy. I didn't even give him a chance to do his little attack thing either. Really easy boss, really easy. If he does do that, all he does is spin his staff all the way around and then he'll just smash his staff down on the floor and then you just bonk him on his head. And that's how you beat him. Really easy boss. One of the things I forgot to do there, that little side thing, it's like a little pink portal. If you go into that, you can actually activate to play as Coco Bandicoot, which I forgot to do in this run. So you can play as Coco throughout the whole game if you want to. That wasn't in the original either, because I don't think Coco was actually developed back then. She only made her first appearance was in Crash Bandicoot 2. That's the first time we've seen Coco. Well, it's optional, you don't have to. I'm personally just I'm gonna beat the whole game as Crash, because of course that's what Crash is, obviously the original character, what you play as in the original. So keep with tradition, you know. So there's another little bonus thing right there. You seen like what I just picked up was a little embryo head. Just like the bonus stages, it's another bonus stage, but it's like a bit more dangerous than the usual bonus stage. So what the embryo ones are is you're going like a bonus round as such, but there'll be like loads of explosives to try and jump over. But you basically what you'll get if you do it, you'll get like a load of lives sometimes. So if you are a bit low on them, if you complete the level, you do get quite a lot of lives doing that way. But you don't have to do it though. That's the thing. It's not required for 100% if you are going to go for 100% of this game. But the bonus levels you do need to do. That's another thing what was different from the original as well. You didn't have to get all the bonus boxes in the original to get the gem, but now in the N.Sane Trilogy, you have to get all the boxes in this level and all in order to get the gem. They have made it slightly a bit difficult there. They took away some of the difficulty about not basically if you die you can't get the gem in the original, but at the same time they've upped the difficulty a bit by taking away that, so you have to get all the boxes in there. So this is our first embryo one. What you want to do with this one, you want to jump on that box, first TNT, hold X so you do like a higher jump, and then just hold forward and then you can go across it, and then you just go along there. And that'll be it. 6 extra lives there. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong, actually. No, you do have to get all the boxes on the embryo levels as well. Just realised that. Sorry about that, lads. I didn't know. Completely forgot. But yeah, we're still missing some boxes there on that one. We need the hidden gem somewhere. So this will be another level we've got to come back to. So that'd be quite a challenge. Another classic level there. Hog War will be our next one. As it probably states right there, we'll be racing on a hog. Yeah, what was I going to say as well? So basically, one good thing as well, if you do fail any of the bonus levels, like it's Torna, the bonus level, or Embryo, you do get a chance to actually go back to it. So if you do die, you can retry it. So that is a good little thing to put in there, which I really like. So rather than doing the whole level again and doing that just because you failed at that, that would be frustrating. So I'm really glad they have really actually added that in. So we've got to get all through this now. This will be our sixth platinum here. We're going to be going through. So what we want to try and do is get the Aku Aku mass for the third round. So make sure if you're going to do the relic, you want to try and get the third Aku Aku mass, because you run a lot faster when you're going through it, so you can just breeze through the levels. And that's how we get our our last platinum relic there. So I think that's our 6th platinum relic now. Going through these, and then we'll be going on to our 7th level, which is Hog Wild. Racing on a hog, one of the classic levels from the OG Crash Bandicoot. Can't forget that them Crash eyebrows there with the thumb up. Another easy level, first one. There's 2 of these. I think there's 2 or 3 of these hog levels in the game. What you can playing on. So we've got quite a few obstacles. What you need to be careful of. You've got these blockers, whatever they're called, which can mess you up. Sometimes they're quite hard to actually go around. You just have to pay attention where they're going, which way they're trying to go, and just go the opposite way. Some of them can be quite awkward to get round. So we're on like 40 lives now, so that's a lot. We're doing pretty well. We just want to go through it. So on the last part here, which can crab you a lot, you always want to be on the right side there, and you'll always miss that. So that's our 3rd gem what we was able to actually collect there, and that's took us up to 19%. 19%, not too bad. Oh gosh. Right, let's go for the relic time now. So what you want to try and do with this one then, you want to try, in order to get the platinum relic, I may be wrong, Gil, I'm not sure, but what speeds you up with the hog here, you want to try and run in like a diagonal direction, because I think that's slightly faster than just running straight. So just try and go in the diagonal direction as much as you possibly can, and I think that does speed you up a bit more. That's what I found anyway, because there's not much really you can't really speed up when you press any button to actually do like a boost to actually get you there any faster. So that's all you can really do on this level. So yeah, I think the gold relic, it's pretty easy to get the gold really. The platinum relic is quite awkward, you want to try and get. That's probably the best way you can probably do is get the best time there. Is try and go as diagonal as much as possible. And that should get you your platinum relic right there. So 42 seconds and 90 milliseconds I've done that in. And here we go then. Native Fortress. Oh gosh. This is the level I was telling you about, lads. This one can be, it's the longest one so far. It's basically like the Great Gate, what we played earlier. You want to try your best. This one can be quite awkward for the relic. You just want to try and memorize where you're going for this one. Pace yourself and don't get a bit too greedy with the jumps here, because these can really mess you up. With I don't think we can get the gem on this one, so we will be coming back to this level again. What we need to do. This one did take a couple tries to do to get the platinum relic on. Yeah, because it is. I think I managed to get like 2 minutes. I think I've done this level in. I probably could have shaved about 2 seconds if I really wanted to, but all I cared about was just getting the platinum relic. That's all I wanted. I ain't trying to go for like any world records or anything like that. I just want a good time and get the platinum relic, which is good enough for me. But yeah, it's all we're doing is basically just, as you can see here, we're just like working our way up like the massive gate. So we're getting higher and higher, and we're eventually going to reach the top. Just a bit longer than the Great Gate as such. It weren't too long, just like an extension version of that. A bit more obstacles getting in our way. So yeah, we're doing pretty well on the lives at the moment, like 44. Next bonus stage is right here. Another time to get saved and all. What I always don't get though is like, you see Crash Bandicoot there. I mean, what's stopping Crash from like literally just picking her up and just knocking Cortex out right there and then, just before he comes and sweeps her up? Just knock him off his little hoverboard and then that's it, you got her. Got her right there. I don't know, I think that would be make the game a bit too short if we'd done that though, wouldn't it? So yeah, I think there's a couple bosses in this one. I think there's 5 bosses in the entire game. I think we've got Papu Papu, Ripperoo, Cola Kong, which is another character what we don't see ever again after this one. Sadly, he's basically like the tiny equivalent. So he's like a strength character. Shame really though, because Cola Kong is a good character, man. I mean, for what it's worth, he's like basically like tiny, just about basically a koala bear instead. I know he does make a return in Crash Bash, which is quite OP, especially if you're playing 2-player on that game. As one of his players, Tiny Tiger, and then the other person plays as Cola Kong. You're basically overpowered there. Does the most damage as well, which you want to do, especially in that game, because Crash Bash can kind of be a nightmare, especially if you're doing the relic races as well on that game. The AI, especially in that game, if you want to go for that one, it's crazy. Especially You got the gold relic races. You got AI for that one, which are a lot set to hard, and then the platinum. When you do the platinum relics on that one, it's a lot set to very hard. And you ask anyone who's played Crash Bash, they'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's where I've got my first death right there. I am actually going to leave this live, guys, so I'm going to be leaving like my deaths in here as well, so you'll see all my fails. So that's my second death right there. Need to hold back a bit here and not rush too much. It's all about this Crash Bandicoot one. It's all about patience, especially on these ones. You just want to just pace yourself. It's so easy to get caught up in the traps here. Another hidden gem, what we need here. I think we need the red gem, this one. So, yeah, this will be quite a few levels we've actually got to come back to. A lot of backtracking in Crash Bandicoot 1. Thankfully, there's not as much in Crash 2. And same for Crash 3 as well. There ain't too much either on there. So, yeah, I think this is like the final section now. Not too bad. 2 deaths so far on the last level of the first world. 51 lives. Smashing it there, man. That's what I like. God knows how long I'm going to keep them amount of lives for, though, especially on the later levels. Dreading slippery climb and the high road. That's the icy bridge level. I think that's what it's called, the high road. That can be, whoa, nightmare, absolute nightmare. I know there's a bit of a cheesy way you can actually get around that, as long as you keep your direction straight on. But yeah, guys, we're going to be doing the last platinum relic on the native fortress for this episode. So in the first episode, then I've basically done the whole of the first island, Insanity Beach, I think it's called, unless that's the level of the name of the first level. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's the first world completed, and that's it. So in the second part, I'm going to be doing starting the second world, and also we'll be facing our second boss, which is Ripperoo, and most likely we're going to be doing our third boss as well, which is Kola Kong, which that'd be fun to do. Very similar to Tiny though, very similar. There is a lot more levels in the second world, which you'll see. I think there's about 11 levels or something. There's about 8 on this one. I'm sure there's about maybe 5 more at least. This one did actually take quite a few tries, guys. Not gonna lie. This one was difficult to get the platinum relic. You got to keep that momentum going with this one. So many things can mess you up. I grabbed that Aku mask there because it's definitely needed on the last part. There's a little secret there. You can go behind the back there to skip all this section, which actually helps you out big time to get the platinum relic. And then you just want to keep going as quick as possible. Keep going. Watch out for the little flame torches here. Watch them stupid monkeys. Be ready when they do. Easy. Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going quick as you can. Hold fire here. Wait for the torches to go. Go across. Go up on the middle section there because you'll get toasted otherwise, which you don't want. And we're just on the last section there. And I think the platinum relic for this one is 2 minutes and 5 seconds, what I remember. So we're on 1 minute 55 there. Shouldn't have gone on to the right there because I think I could have saved a few seconds. But I managed to get 2 minutes bang on and 8 milliseconds if you count that. But yeah, I reckon I could have probably got 1 minute 58 seconds, shaved a couple of seconds. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the first part of Crash Bandicoot, and I'll see you in the next one.